This week in Minneapolis, tragedy broke into a sacred space. During a morning mass at an Annunciation Catholic school, a shooter opened fire, killing 2 children and wounding multiple people, including children and adults, scarring the community forever. Just think about that for a moment. Children in church during a service. Altars are supposed to be a place of prayer, and classroom a place of learning. But they have become a battleground in a nation where violence keeps writing itself into our most sacred rituals. For the families and children of that school, life will never be the same. Survivors, some as young as 8 and 9, now carry memories of chaos, blood, and fear in a place where they once sang hymns and found safety. Parents are now wrestling with the unbearable question: even if a mass is not safe for my child, what is? Faith leaders in the community are suddenly asked to do the impossible. Speak comfort in the shadow of unspeakable grief. Lead prayers in a space where the sound of gunfires still echoes. But it's not just Minneapolis, it's all of us. Every time another mass shooting occurs, the rest of the nation is pulled back into the cycle. Shock, grief, outrage, numbness. We mourn, we argue, we move on until it happens again. The danger is not only the violence, the danger is that we become numb to it. The children growing up in lockdown drill culture accept fear as normal, and we as a nation stop believing things can change. And then there's the moral reckoning. How do we call ourselves a people of faith, of family, of values, when children are being gunned down in schools and churches, and our leaders respond with nothing more than condolences? Jesus once said, "Let the children come to me. Do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these." But in America, it seems the children come with fear. They come with trauma. They come with targets on their back. We say we value life, but do we? Or have we built altars to other gods? Idols of gun, power, political gridlock, while sacrificing our children in the process. This is the tension at the heart of altars and agendas. What we claim to worship and what we actually protect are not always the same. So what do we do? On a personal level, I'll say, refuse numbness. Don't scroll past the headlines. Remember the names of the children who die. Pray for their family, intentionally. Have hard conversations in your circles, because silence always protects the status quo. On a community level, support the survivors and their families with meals, funds, counseling, prayers, and presence. Equip churches and schools with trauma-informed resources so they can minister through the grief and not be consumed by it. On a national level, demand more than thoughts and prayers from your leaders. Call your representatives. Vote with a conscience. Push for policies that protect children more fiercely than we protect weapons. Hold your faith leaders accountable too. It's not enough to preach comfort. We must also preach courage. Courage to confront the systems and idols that allows the death cycle to continue. Every mass shooting is not just a tragedy, it's a test. A test of whether we will choose numbness or change. Whether we will choose platitude or protection. Whether we'll keep sacrificing our children on the altar of politics, or whether we'll build an agenda where their lives are safe, sacred, and whole. Evil seeks to silence the innocent. But every time we remember, every time we demand justice, every time we keep faith alive in action, we declare that death does not have the final word. This has been Altars and Agendas. Until next time, may we have the courage to match our prayers with actions